Okay, we're trying something a little different today. I'm just working on an issue with BioBricks. So if I look at the issue list here, you can see BioBricks add duplicates dependencies and dependencies.txt. BioBricks is a system for adding dependencies on databases to Git repositories. It looks like right now when you try to add a new data dependency, if you already have that data dependency, it duplicates it or causes some problems somehow. So I'm actually have a brick I'm working on, a Git repo that has dependencies on databases. And you can see that this brick has a .bb directory, and that .bb directory has a dependencies.txt. So this is what that dependencies.txt looks like. And if I run BioBricks add cp.dat, in that directory, I should get an error or something. So you can see it's trying to add the database. Yeah, and then I get an error. It says this file already exists, .bb, biobricks.ai, cp.dat. So in addition to adding the dependencies, the dependency to your dependencies.txt, it actually creates a symbolic link to that dependency wherever it's installed on your local file system. So this is the problem we're going to work on today. And this is going to be a chill programming session as represented by the lo-fi music. So don't expect this to go super fast. If you want to just sit and watch a little bit of code, that's what this is for. If you want more of a tutorial, we have other videos for that. I'll probably put these in their own playlist or something like that. So let's go to BioBricks and okay, we're in BioBricks now, and we'll go ahead and start working on this problem. So I know the command line interface is written in Gloop, and you can see that there are two sections. So if I go ahead and run BioBricks over here, you can see there's a global section where I can configure BioBricks and install data dependencies into BioBricks. And there's a local section where I can initialize data dependencies in a given repo. So this is what we're going to work on, the local section today. And if I just look at this, here's the configure function. Let's just remove a new line there. And there's the install function. That one looks pretty simple. And here we start having the local functions, and it's kind of hodgepodge in here. So let's go ahead and create a new file, and we're going to be trying to improve this function so that when you add a data dependency that already exists, maybe you just get a warning saying, you know, hey, that data dependency already exists. You have to remove it if you want to add it again. That's maybe the simplest way to handle it for now. Okay, so let's create a new file called local bb. The CLI.py is getting pretty long, and I want some sort of class that represents the local BioBricks directory. So we'll call it local bb, and you know, just pull that up. Okay, so we're going to call this local bb, and we're going to import the from.brick, import brick. Let's just take a look at brick. Brick is our representation of bricks, so data dependencies, and you can see they have a remote. So that's something like, if I go back to ChemHarmony, oops, dependencies.txt, dependencies.txt. You can see the remote here is you know, the GitHub repo, and all these are BioBricks.ai GitHub repos, and there's a hash, and then there's a pound sign, and then there's a commit hash. Yeah, so that's all the brick is. It just is a remote and a hash. Okay, so that's what a brick is. In our local BB, we really just want to represent this dependencies file somehow and be able to add to it and maybe remove from it. So yeah, let's go ahead and create local BB. And we'll go ahead and create this. Yeah, it makes sense for it to have a path. Maybe we say, yeah, we'll have a static method for initializing this from And eventually, maybe we would want this to be smart so that like if you're in a subdirectory of a repo, this will still work. But for now, it's just going to take a path and it's just going to return this. So you know, there's no real reason to do this with a static method, but you could imagine other ways of initializing a local BB. So this is just how we'll do that for now. Yeah, and we'll say os.get current working directory. Okay, and so the real thing that we want to add here is, well, we want to say, you know, what are the current dependencies? And, you know, that will have, you know, it's going to return some sort of array of dependencies. So array of bricks. So dot path dependencies. Okay, so self. Yep, that looks right. So now that's going to get all of these lines for us. And yeah, so we want to resolve bricks from those lines. So brick actually has a function for that. And it just takes what's called a ref, maybe be more accurately called a ref string or something, but make clear that that's a string. I think stir, is that right? Yep. Okay. Yeah, and basically it says, is this a full repository, a full remote with the commit hash? And if it is, then you can just get it from the URL. And there are a few functions like that. So basically this is a way of taking a string and giving me back something that has a remote and a commit. And it might be nice if it had a name too. So let's go ahead and say self.name. Yep, that looks right to me. So basically this is the whole remote part, and we're going to split it by the / and take the last version. And now we have a name. And that would be cp.dat, cpcat, reach, and so on. All right, so we're going to return. Yeah, that seems fine. I don't think we need a stripped line. All right, so now we have a way to get dependencies. Just add a comment. Get bricks from the local BB dependencies file. And I will add, yeah, add dependency. Okay, so I think the first thing we want to handle here is, yeah, so the comment looks right, add a dependency, local BB dependencies file. So first we want to check that the added dependency, check if the added dependency is already in dependencies. So to do that, we just have to say deps equals, we'll call it brick deps equals self.get dependencies. And yeah. Okay, so I guess if we're going to compare a new brick, and let's take a ref here because our users are inputting ref strings. So we'll say, you know, brick ref is equal to, yeah, so we're going to resolve that. And we have a name here. And so if we go back and look at chem harmony, whenever you have data dependencies imported, you can see the dependency file has the full, you know, the full remote here along with the commit hash. But also the data dependency is symlinked in this BioBricks.ai directory. It's actually, it could be symlinked in a number of subdirectories. So there are. So the point is that there's a subdirectory with the name Kemble, cpcat, cpdat, and you can't have multiple versions of the same database in this system. I don't know if that's perfect, but it does seem like it'd be very confusing to have multiple versions of Kemble that you're working with in a given project. So I don't know, actually, the Symlink system seems like unnecessarily complex. So I think we'll just pull that out for now, or just comment that out, or at least just think about how to handle that a little bit later. Yeah, so for now, we're just going to say if brickref.name is in brick names. Yeah, and so for this, we need to say brick.name for brick and self-get dependencies. Oops. And then we want to say, yeah, so to update brick, and it'd be nice to have an update function like it suggests here, but instead we'll just say, run BioBricks remove brickref.name, and then BioBricks add brickref. And let's just add another print in there. Okay, so yeah, so basically if you try to add cpdat and it's already there, it's going to say, it's already there. And, we could add a to-do here saying like to-do if an updated version of the brickref. Yeah, but for now we'll just say, you can remove it and add it again if you want. Yep. Okay. So that looks pretty good. So this is going to fix the issue where you're adding a database that's already there. It's just going to stop you from adding that database again, and give you a message to help out. Otherwise, we want to go ahead and add that database to the brickref. So let's look at how we do that already. And we also want to remove this Symlink system just for now. So I'm actually just going to delete this Symlink thing. And make that a little more concise. Maybe we can get this on one line. No, it goes a little bit long, but we can just say import data dependency. And we'll get rid of Symlink. Okay, so this is really simple. All we want to do is add a line to the dependencies.txt that has the full URL for our brickref. So add dependency to the dependencies file. So we say keep this really simple. We'll just say dependencies path, open it as append, as file, brokeref.url. Yep. And we want to make sure that we're adding a new line here. So let's just wrap it like this. Oops. Okay, and that should do it. So now we have a way to add a dependency, and we have a way to initialize the local BB. And we can actually add this check for if the local BB if local BB exists already. No, that's fine. I think that's fine there. So local BB, and then we have to actually import that. Okay, I think that pretty much does it. Okay, so we have an updated system here. Just install -e dot. So we're going to install this. And we're hoping that when we add the CB dot to ChemHarmony, that we get a helpful message. So let's go ahead and go to ChemHarmony. BioBricks, add CB dot. And not quite right. So, oh, okay. That looks easy enough to fix. So we just go to from path here. Okay, let's try installing it again. Really, we ought to write some tests, but let's just see if we can get it working with ChemHarmony first, and then we'll look at building some tests. There you go. We get a log message, and then we have dependency CB dot already present. To update, run BioBricks remove CB dot. And then, okay, it would be useful if this is on one line, or like tabbed or something. So update. And I mean, it'd be nice if this were red or something. So yeah, update. Just add this one more time. See if that looks a little better. Okay, great. So I think we're getting pretty close. And just add some little quotes around there. Good at Okay, that's pretty good. So we're going to remove it and add it again. And in the future, maybe we just give an explicit option or a flag or something to update, you know, like a BioBricks update function. And you know, maybe like this doesn't need to be on its. And we can get rid of that. And I think that's pretty good. So let's just take a look at that one last time. Okay, and go back to Chem Harmony. Okay, great. I think that looks pretty good. The logging message, I feel like, is, you know, is a little bit of work, but I think that's pretty good for now. So we have some new to-dos as usual, solving one to-do, created new to-dos. But this isn't too bad. So, yeah. Let's do a little bit of minor cleaning here. Okay, quite a bit of cleaning needs to be done here, but I think this is not bad for solving the issue. We do still need to add a remove function, but I think we'll handle that in the next video. So thanks for watching. Yeah, catch you next time.